What's up guys, Readiness Rations here with you again, and we are checking out another U.S. military MRE today. In the current lineup of MRE menus, this one is probably the least appealing. This is menu number 14, Creamy Spinach Fettuccine, which is egg noodles, spinach, and mushrooms in cream sauce. It gets a ton of hate from pretty much everyone that's tried it, but I figured it's probably about time to see if it's really as bad as everyone says it is. This is a relatively new menu, debuting in 2017. It is still in the most recent lineup of 2021 MREs. This particular one that we're taking a look at today was packed by Ameriqual, and I noticed that this thing is like super vacuum packed. There's no air in there whatsoever, so this would have probably kept indefinitely. Date of production on this is a very fresh 253rd day of 2018. Let's open this thing up and see what's inside. I think we'll pull that pillable seal. Very easy. As per usual, an Ameriqual pack ration is double bagged. This inner bag is tightly vacuum sealed. So in there we have a hot beverage bag, a flameless ration heater, a Bulliards of Louisiana pepper sauce packet made with Tabasco peppers. Never had that before. MRE spoon, chocolate protein drink powder, 270 calories with a whopping 53 grams of carbohydrates and only 12 grams of protein. For a protein powder drink, it surely doesn't have much protein to the carb ratio. Pack of plain MRE crackers, a 1 ounce package of peanut butter, a cran raspberry flavored First Strike nutritious energy bar. This is a full size First Strike bar coming in at 2.3 ounces. That is 260 calories. Our accessory package, pretzel nuggets, honey mustard and onion flavor, 120 calories. That's only a 1 ounce package. We have our retort pouch for the main entree, Creamy Spinach Fettuccine, packaged in 2018, and the sleeve for the main entree, Creamy Spinach Fettuccine, 220 calories, 27 grams of carbohydrates, and only 8 grams of protein. That is why they have to include the protein drink mix, because this main is definitely lacking in that department. Quite a long ingredients list there. Let's see what's in our accessory package, which oddly enough also seems to be vacuum sealed. I think of your 3 MRE producers, Ameriqual, Warneck, and Sopaco, Ameriqual is putting together the most quality product in my opinion. They're producing more MREs than anybody else to my knowledge, and an Ameriqual packed MRE is definitely packed to last. We have a sachet of iodized salt, 4 grams, a pack of cinnamon chewing gum, a 4-gram package of sugar, a latex-free moist towelette, a package of coffee instant type 2 spray dried, a glossy package of creamer non-dairy dry, the essential Lighthouse toilet paper, and a light brown package of matches with white tips. Let's get all this plated up and start trying it out. So before we get any further, don't forget to thumbs up the video and subscribe to the channel to see future videos if you dig military ration reviews. So it's currently 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We're in late July and it's 100 degrees outside. So I absolutely do not feel like having a hot coffee. I'm gonna do something I've never done with an MRE coffee before, and that's try sort of a cold brew. But before we get our coffee going, let's get the main heating. Unless you were doing a hot coffee, the only thing in this particular menu that needs to be heated is the main. Add our water to that. Now let's get that coffee going. I'm definitely very skeptical on how well this coffee is going to mix up in cold water, but we're going to give it a shot. So we have our coffee instant type 2 spray dried powder here. Add that to our glass. I want it sweet, so we'll go ahead and use the whole package of sugar. I think this creamer is what's going to be hard to mix up cold, but we'll go ahead and add that as well. Eyeball about 6 ounces of water here. Now let's see if this stuff stirs up. I can hear the sugar just all gritty, but I'm actually surprised at how well everything else is dissolving. Not too bad, MRE cold brew. Let's go ahead and get a sip of that. It's definitely not as good cold, I can guarantee that. Like coffee instant type 2 normally is, a little bit on the acidic side, it's definitely a little bit bitter, but at least I'm not breaking a sweat drinking it. Let's take a look at this chocolate protein drink powder. This package feels super full. It's all the way full to the top with powder. Tear a notch on that. Well, it smells nice. Really can't see much in there. It almost has the aroma of like a M&M. Usually an MRE drink beverage will be 12 ounces of water. This one only requires 8 ounces. Looks like I overfilled it just a slight bit. Zip the top closed, give it a quick fold over, and a vigorous shake. Hopefully that's mixed up enough. Oh yeah, that's smelling good. Pour that in our glass here. Oh, it's looking thick. A little bit clumpy too. Definitely got some chunks going on. Let's give that a taste. Powdery. It's not very well dissolved, even though I shook the crap out of it. It's sweet. It has a very pleasant chocolate flavor. This stuff is good, like really good. Apart from not being completely mixed, that's a really nice beverage. I can't think of anything better to do with this coffee than to add it to our protein shake here. I'm gonna pour that in the bag and give that its own little shake to hopefully pick up some chocolate residue. And now we should have a little bit of a mocha thing going on. And we'll give that a taste in a little bit here. Let's take a look at these pretzel nuggets, honey mustard and onion flavor. It's a really large package for so few nuggets. There was a do not eat in there. Of course, we're not gonna eat that. And not very many of those. Let's take a look at these crackers. Nice vacuum on that. And they came out all in one piece. Tear open our first strike bar. The cran raspberry flavor is my favorite. And that thing is quite flattened out, looking a little bit misshapen, but should still be fine. Let's see what the temperature's looking like on the outside of the retort pouch here. 130, that's on the top side. I think it has done its job and our main should be nice and hot. It still has plenty of heating potential, so if you wanted it even warmer, that could be achieved. Oh yeah, that definitely feels hot. Woof. And there it is, our green, mushy noodles. What does that smell like? The only discernible smell I'm picking up on is maybe some basil? I don't know. Let's get that on the tray. Got most of the pouch clean, and man, oh man, does that not look tasty at all. Now that I got it out and I can really get my nose around it, it has a cheesy type smell, maybe sort of like a Parmesan cheese. I guess there's probably some of that in the cream sauce. Let's get in close on this and see what we're looking at here. So the first thing I notice is this mushroom. There's not very many of them in there, but there are some mushrooms in the sauce here. We have little chips of flat fettuccine-like noodles, but they look super squishy and soft. And we have our sauce, which is flaked with spinach all throughout. It's fairly thick, but I don't really see any other vegetable matter. There's no large onion chunks or anything like that. This certainly has a savory aroma. It smells oniony, garlicky. Like I said, a little bit like basil. Is it a good scent though? Not really. I'd be lying if I said it smelled good. I guess there's no reason in putting it off. Let's just go ahead and try it out. Can't say I'm excited about this one, guys, but it's probably not that bad. Let's see. It's very mild. In general, I'm not a big spinach fan, because to me, spinach has sort of a dirt flavor, and I actually do pick up on that in this. It has sort of a earth-like quality to it. It is super, super mushy, to the point where it requires no chewing. You can basically drink this stuff. It has a strong Italian herb background flavor, but like I said, it's not very overpowering. It's very lightly flavored in general. It's just the main flavor that's popping out besides that earthy spinach flavor is like a basil parsley kind of thing. It's not too overly salty. It's edible. Definitely not enjoying it necessarily, but I can eat this. It's not making me gag or anything, so that's good. Let's try out one of our pretzels here. So it's sort of dusted with that honey mustard onion dust. Very crunchy. Honey mustard is the strongest flavor in this. It's very sweet. I was expecting it to taste a little bit more like onion. This basically tastes just like a honey mustard pretzel. Sweet and salty, crunchy, dries the mouth out something serious, but that is a very tasty snack item. It's a shame they give you such a small portion, just 1 ounce. In the flavor department, it's a lot more pleasurable than the main entree is. Let's take a little look at our peanut butter. I mean, MRE peanut butter has never let me down. And we already know that's gonna be good. And aside from nearly choking me from the dryness, it is an MRE classic for a reason. It's quite good. Before I do choke, I think we need to try some of our drink here. It has developed quite the serious head on the top of undissolved chocolate powder. Let's see how that tastes with the coffee. Oh yeah, that's good. It's even more sweet now with the added sugar from the coffee. The coffee flavor completely is overpowered by the chocolate, but you're still getting your little caffeine boost. It's thick, but not too thick. It's still easy to drink. It basically tastes like a nice hot chocolate without being hot. Not too bad in my book. First strike bar time. I'm sweating. It is so hot today. This thing is super malleable compared to what they normally are. It's all sticky and gooey, but at least it should be easier to chew. Oh yeah, gummy almost in its stickiness. It has just a little bit of crunch from the puffed rice, tiny bit of tartness from the cranberries, just the right amount of sweetness. It's a slight bit oily, but once again, it has proven itself to be the king of the first strike bars. Creamy raspberry is where it's at. You guys know I love my hot sauce, so let's see how this Billiards of Louisiana pepper sauce is. It's made with Tabasco peppers, so I wonder if it's gonna be a lot like Tabasco sauce. It looks like Tabasco sauce. Let's give that a taste by itself. And that's what it tastes like to me. Tastes like Tabasco. And look, that was actually packed by Thermopack in Stone Mountain, Georgia. Very small serving size on this, but it has a nice spiciness to it. And I think this main definitely needs it. So we'll add all of that to the main and get a little spoonful here with our pepper sauce on it. Yeah, that definitely lifts the flavor up a little bit. That little bit of extra vinegar kick along with the heat. This main really needs any help it can get. It's on the bland side by itself, but things are improving. It's so mushy. It definitely needs some crackers. We'll crumble a couple up in this and mix those in. That'll thicken the mush, help absorb a little bit of that extra sauce, and then we'll take our cracker mix and slap it on a cracker and give that a taste. Still underwhelming. It's a little bit more pleasurable to eat now. But is it good? No, it's not good. I almost feel like this menu is lacking in the amount of food it has. I'm about halfway done at this point, and I'm still very hungry. I think I'm going to be able to easily finish this whole thing and could probably still eat some more afterwards. Usually one MRE is about all I can handle, quantity of food-wise. That's a gigantic bite on that cracker. With this one, I just don't feel like I'm going to be full, really. All right, now let's try it with a cracker and a pretzel. I don't think I can really jazz it up too much more than that with the included items here. That made it even that much more crunchy, and I like that. But sadly, I couldn't taste the honey mustard onion flavor, so I think I'd rather just enjoy these by themselves. You know, this is something I don't think I've ever done with a US MRE, and that is actually put the salt packet on the food. The MRE mains are usually very salty already, and adding more salt to these is very unnecessary most of the time. I feel like this one might be a little bit better with some salt, so let's see if it is. It didn't really make it better. It picked the flavor up a little bit. It enhanced the flavor that this already has, but since I'm not a big fan of how this is already flavored, it didn't really do much for me. So it looks like I just have one bite left here to finish this main all the way off. And there it is, down the hatch. Meh. Don't think I'll ever be seeking that one out again, that's for sure. This was, of course, a vegetarian menu, but I can't imagine the troops are a fan of this, even those troops who are vegetarian. It's just so completely lackluster. These pencils, though, they're nice. Well, all right, guys, that was the review. US MRE menu number 14 from 2018. Creamy Spinach Fettuccine, the most hated MRE in the current lineup, and I can definitely see why. Is it still edible? Yes. Is it fun to eat? No. I kind of feel bad for the guy there in the field that gets stuck with this one. But for most menus that people don't like, they get replaced fairly quickly anyway, so hopefully we won't have to look at this one for too much longer. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I truly appreciate each and every viewer. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. That helps the channel out with the Google algorithm. If you want to see more military ration reviews in the future, hopefully of menus that are more tasty than this one, don't forget to subscribe to the channel because I will have more content incoming for years to come. And if you know someone else that might enjoy this video, don't forget to share it because that is the best way to help me grow the channel. I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you then. Peace.